Yeah, yeah. Peace and love to the family. It's your boy Corbin reporting live with an early one for you. Real early. Wake up every day ready to win. Y'all done heard me said that many times, right? But I'm going to keep it drilling in your head. Wake up every day ready to win. Some people like, Corbin, you make it sound so easy. What are the steps to waking up ready to win? How can I do that for myself? They ask. Simple. First thing first is changing the thought process in your mental brain. First things first is changing the process that you think with. For a lot of us, it's a lot more easier to attach ourselves with the negative thoughts than it is the positive. Let me say that again. For a lot of us, it's a lot easier to attach ourselves with the negative thoughts than it is the positive. Why? Because, well, to be honest, we see a lot more negative images. We see a lot more negative imagery around our life. So it's easy to attach, it's easy to relate to that. As sad as it may seem, it's just what it is. So a lot of people always say, damn, Corbin, you always talking about magic, you always talking about demon spells and candle magic and sex magic and all this. What are you talking about? Like, that is crazy talk. And I hear that a lot. I don't hear it often like now, but growing up I heard it. And as simple as this, people. You've been doctrinated with the same program, laws, do's and don'ts your whole life. You've been doctrinated with the same laws, same doctrines, and the same do's and don'ts your whole life. But yet, you keep doing the same things that those programs and doctrines tell you to do, but nothing is working for you. No matter how humble you stay, how matter so dedicated you stay, there's always those humps and lumps and bumps and thumps that's going to be in your way, and this makes it so hard for you to find that growth process, right? It's like everything you do, it's just not enough. So you are always taught just to keep your faith. Don't give up. Just keep your faith and your energy going up to the Lord Almighty. So when people ask me, man, all you talk about is magic, thyself, esoteric metaphysics, you are your own God. What are you saying, Corbin? Well, people, I'm saying this. In order for your life to change for the better, in order for you to get those negative thoughts into positive energies, into positive thoughts, into positive astral planes, into positive manifesting into the physical, you got to start with the mind. You have to change the way you think. And when you do that, you will see a quickening. You will see a beautiful quickening in your life. Just like that. That's magic. You damn right magic is about potions, spells, magic, casting spells, sigils, whatever you want to throw in the magic realm. But it's also about, it's most importantly about this. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's about how you think when you wake up in the morning. The first thought in the morning dictates everything in your life. Now, if that first thought is about last night, drama, then guess what's going to happen? That whole day. If that first thought is about last night's drama, guess what's going to happen on your first day of thinking, on this new day? That first thought you came up with was drama from last night. Now, that drama from last night was your first thought in the morning. And now all that is going to just play out in your life. The people that is intervening in your day-to-day, they're going to feel that energy as well. It spreads out like a cancer. And sometimes you can be having a good day. You can go to your workplace or you can go to wherever you at with family members, and you can be having a good day. And you can see the effects of somebody who woke up on the wrong side of the bed, so to speak, or somebody who woke up with the wrong thoughts in their mind. So for the elite enlightened ones that watch my videos, I thank you guys so much For the ones who, like, what I'm saying clicks so much with them, it's because they knew this. And let me say this as well. A lot of y'all know the answers to your life already. A lot of you know the answers to the questions you ask every day. You just seek validation. You just want validation. Am I wrong? Let me say that again. A lot of us out there know exactly all the tools we need to build a foundation to enjoy our house that we made for ourselves. But we just seek validation from others when we know all along that we had the answer for ourselves. This is true. I speak from experience. So when I say wake up every day ready to win, you gotta wake up and not worry about last night's woes. Create your own world. Imagination goes a long way, people. Imagination goes a long way. Once you break that down, shout out to the pillars. I Magi Nation. Shout out to my brother Kambada. I Magi. You, I Magi Nation. Bring those words together now. Imagination. There's magic in everything you do. There's power in everything you speak. So be careful when you speak those words, because you're manifesting something. It's on you. Start from here. Boom. Start from here, but watch what you do. Start from here, but watch what you speak out your mouth. Because if you're speaking negative shit with negative thoughts, guess what's going to come out through the universe? Okay? So wake up every day ready to win. But yet still, Corbin, you make it just sound a little bit too easy. We got bills and problems out here and shit. This is what they say. True indeed. True indeed. But guess what, guys? You die tomorrow, you die today, those bills are still going to be here. They're going to be somebody else's problem. So it's not all about paying bills all the time. It's not all about working to get what you want all the time. It's not all about working to get what you want. Because what is it you want? Because what you want might be something you desire. And what you desire may be something you don't even need. So wake up ready to win. It's time for you to start using this. More of this, more connecting with the soul, and less praying to entities that you're not getting results from. I see a lot of people on social media who are claiming they're religious, but if you look at their posts, if you look at their actions and the way their relationship towards the so-called God is, it's a confused connection, because we always been taught the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And if you see in some of these posts with some of these people my age and younger, and even older than me, their praise into Jesus and God is a confused praise. Do you feel what I'm saying? You see them give more energy to Jesus and less energy to God, or sometimes it's more energy to God and less energy to Jesus. When if you really break it down, you're supposed to be Christians, you're supposed to be giving all your energy to the source, which is your source, which is your God, your Yahweh. And from the messenger, you get that connection. But you're not supposed to be praising the messenger. That's like you praising me. You might well call me Christ then. Because that's what you're doing. So when you don't have the right information on the people you're worshiping and on the people you're following, then all of it becomes confusing now. So now you're like sheep and cattle walking around missing astray. Because you don't know the information on your own religion. I did my research and found out the Virgin Mary was named Miriam Magdalene. I found out about Joseph Pantry. I found out that the virgin wasn't a virgin because she was adulterous. I found out that Joseph Pantry on a Sabbath day went in there, crept up on Mary, had unwanted sex with her when she was on her menstrual cycle. And you can find out this stuff too, but you don't read. So my next video is going to be breaking down your God, Yahweh. Shout out to all my religious sets. This is no disrespect, but a lot of y'all don't read. I talk to people and they say, "Oh shit, reading, nigga. What is you talking about? Read? What? You read?" And you can laugh at that, but it's sad to me. It's really sad. So how can you judge? How can you say what I'm saying is not in balance with what you live, or it's not the truth when you do not read? And for my people who do read, salute to you. You are the true leaders and spiritual powers of this world. So I am going to go in on the God that you worship in church, Yahweh. And I'm going to tell you that he did, yes, have a mother. I am going to tell you that he had a female companion, because everything comes from the divine woman. Everything comes from the divine feminine. So you will know that God also had a bae, as you guys call them, had a wifey. And God himself erased her from the history books. So explain a lot of what's going on in this world on hypermasculinity. Explain a lot of what's going on in this world today on hypermasculinity. Explain a lot of what's going on in this world on hypermasculinity. There was always supposed to be a balance between the masculine and the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Once that divine feminine was cut off and put down to a lower status, then we began to see the imbalance. So, as a messenger myself, as a spiritual being myself, I will be doing another presentation. And I think I might just call it, Did God Have a Bae? Did God have a bae? Because at this time of day, family, we are spiritually connected. You hear this? This is the soundtrack to our life right here. Beautiful ocean right there. You feel me? Beautiful ocean right there. Beautiful ocean. So at the end of the day, you gotta appreciate what's in here, the inner. Then you can understand from the underworld point of view, but you first have to understand. A lot of people have pieces and just little small pieces and even big pieces of the truth, but they're not connecting them. You hear a lot of people talk about the Immortalis and Thoth, Tahuti, Hermes. These are all the same person, all the same one person, same energy, different names. Thoth, Tahuti, Hermes. We hear about people like Krishna, Kali, Shiva. We hear about the Orishas, the Yorubas, Oshun, Oya, Shango, Papa Legba, Baron Sambi. We hear about these legends. But guess what? They actually exist. And way before your Christ. So when we talk about Tahuti, know that he is one of the other masters, ascended masters, one of the grand masters that taught your Christ, So many people know that at the age of 12 to 33, Christ left. But they won't, but people, to my Christians, serious question. Do you know step by step what Jesus did within those years? 12, 33. Do you know? Well, it's time for you to do. And it's time for you to know the teachers that were teaching Christ when he went to those places and stayed for 5 years learning and teaching. It's time for you to give these teachers their credit. The Maha Avatar Babaji's of the world, the Tahutis of the world. It's time for them to get their credit. These are spiritual teachers. And they don't seek credit because at the end of the day, they've been here long before any religion has ever stepped. So I just want to give a respect and an honor to the ones who are here doing the work, like myself, and the ones who have brought me to this path. So before I end this video, I want to thank a lot of the teachers, and some of them wouldn't even call themselves teachers or scholars, but they are in my heart. I thank them. So let's start with Dr. Clark, Dr. John Clark. Let's start with Dr. Ben. Let's start with the beautiful Frances Cress Wilson. Let's start with Baba Dr. Delbert Blair. Let's keep it going with Brother Bobby Hemmett. Let's keep it going with Brother Panic. Let's keep it going with the Pillars. KT, Mama Pill, excuse me. Queen Afu. Let's keep it going with the Brother Joel Benjamin. Let's keep it going with the Brother Sinetta, the Brother Polite. My brother Sarah Susetti, thank you. Shout out to the brother Young Pharaoh, thank you. And to my fellow YouTube spirit, celestial family members on this physical plane, shout out to Travis Mattis, shout out to you, brother. My brother Yosef, shout out to you. Sister So Madame, shout out to you. My brother, so many people right now. Supernova Slum, if I didn't say Supernova Slum, shout out to, most of them shout out to my big brother. My sister Candace, doing her thing with the EVPs. Mastery Foolish and everybody who's ever been on that channel. These are the people I want to thank. Thank you for inspiring me in my 10 to 12 year journey that I've been deep in this game. Traveling, going to Harlem and Brooklyn, going to the lectures, gathering of the masters, going to the tribute of Dr. Sebi. Shout out to Captain Tazarian too as well. Respect to you too, brother. Captain Tazarian and his whole family. Shout out to everybody who showed me love in New York, Brooklyn, Queens, Harlem, 125th, all of Harlem, man, but 125th, God, thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for the love. Mom Jade, when you go to New York and you hit 125th, you make sure you hit up Mom Jade. She has the beautiful onks, the beautiful crystals. Thank y'all so much. To my people in California, Jason, what up, brother? What is the Matrix TV? Support What is the Matrix TV? Cosmo, shout out to you. When you in California, Riverside, check out my brother Cosmo, comedian. These are the people that celestially I've been connected with. Spiritually, I've been connected with. These are people from different spiritual planes of existence that is on this physical plane too. And I gotta give a salute to them. Thank you. Because it's about to get really, really interesting on YouTube. So I want to make sure I credit to the ones who brought me to my path. And before I finish, remember, you start your day ready to win. Every day is not going to be sunny. But when those days are not sunny, you still bring sunshine and glow to your life. And every day going to be a little bit crappy. Every day might be a little crappy sometimes. Or each day might be a little crappy. But in that crappiness, you make beautiful shit. Just think about fertilizer. Think about shit. Think about fertilizer. Think about shit. Flowers grow from fertilizer. Right? Flowers can grow out of shit. Out of feces. No, not feces. Out of shit. Anyway, I want y'all to have a wonderful motherfucking day. Wake up ready to win. Wake up ready to win. Those negative thoughts are going to come. Them negative energies are going to come. Your goal and your job is to weave all that shit out. That's magic. That's magic. Magic is coming from the bottom against all odds, against everything against you. Your back against the wall. And taking that imagination, tasting and taking. We're gonna put two of those words together. Tasting success, tasting victory, but taking back your life by using this. Tasting victory by taking back your life. You see how I did that? That's magic. Coming from the bottom, but using your own imagination and your own positive outlook on yourself to get a positive outlook. That's magic. That's alchemy, transmutation. Turning metal to gold. Turning your life, your shitty, crappy life, into a beautiful flower that has blossomed and bloomed. Now you get what I'm saying? Turning your shitty life into a flower that can blossom and bloom. That's magic. That's magic. And you can do it. And you can do it. Don't go around here saying, oh, it must be nice. Must be nice. Look at her. She's spending her money doing what she's doing. Out traveling. Her and her man must be nice. Look at this nigga. Out here stunting with new clothes, acting like he hard. Jewelry on and shit. Iced out. Look at this nigga. Must be nice. If that sounds like you, then you need a little bit of reevaluating in your life and getting your shit together. Because this world, this universe, is big enough for everybody to win. And of course, everybody's not going to make it. That's just what it is. Everybody's not going to make it. It's not meant for everybody to make it. There's a spiritual number, 144,000, for a reason. Because everybody's not going to make it. But create your own world, and you don't have to worry about what everybody else is doing. You don't got to worry about what homegirl doing over here. Let her live. You don't got to worry about what folk doing over there. Let him live. You worry about you. You worry about you and yours. You worry about you and yours. You understand what I'm saying? No? Okay, it's cool. But at the end of the day, that's how we wake up ready to win. Okay, we all had crappy days. Make that day, transmutate that day, make magic out that day. Change that thought process in your mind. It's easy to do. Make your own world up, create your own world, use imagination. Back in the day, they used to say, man, guess some of us got figured till they make it. Take that same thought and use that however you want to get what you want. And I'm going to leave that at that. So for all my family out there, continue to live, continue to prosper, continue to elevate, thrive. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to win regardless. I'm going to win regardless. And for the ones who know how to win and continue to win, they're going to keep winning regardless. Whether you out there like it or not. So it's best for you to be on the winning team of winning. And how do you win? Manifestation. Manifesting what you want. Getting what you want out of life. And even if you're a Christian, use your spiritual powers to the utmost. Make yourself a God. For in your Bible it says, aren't ye not gods? Isn't it written in your law? So I know if I was a Christian, I'd be using that to my advantage. If I was a Christian, I'd be so godlike that every time I walk around here, people be bowing. I'm using my power. You get it? It's not about worship. It's not being a slave as a lot of these Bibles told you to be and worship. Because the true path to God is all about knowing who you are and your inner work. That's how you can understand who you are outside. and thus bringing you to an understanding. You get it? And for my people, make sure you're up on your meditation, prana, breathing. Breathing. We're in a whole nother world now, the fifth dimension. Get up on your shit. For y'all out there still waiting for somebody to save y'all, then you stay in church. You continue to stay in church. And you continue to worship and praise and be meek and inherit the earth. But for everybody else, we're going to use our spiritual magic. We're going to manifest. As above, so below. As within, as without. And we're going to get what we want. And we're going to create our world. And we're not going to be afraid of death. Because everybody, everything on this earth has to experience that transition and that transformation into the spiritual world. So you get what you got to get out of this world and you get it to the fullest. And let no one, nothing, stop you. No one. Corbin. Peace and love. Born love.